Welcome! Hello everyone! Thank you for joining me. This is Dion from Dion's Divine, and today in this Pick a Suitcase reading, we're going to take a look at your soulmate and help you find out more information about them. And in order to do so, I've prepared these 24 suitcases and filled them with cards and scrolls to represent your person. Now, my intention when preparing this reading was to channel soulmates for the collective, but you may as well choose your own terminology. For example, you can be more specific and set the intention for a suitcase to reveal your next relationship, your future spouse, or whoever else you may want to take a look at. If you enjoy this style of reading, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more. And if you'd like to receive a personal reading with me, the link for that will also be in the description. Alright, as I was preparing the groups, distributing the cards and the scrolls into the suitcases, I noticed that by the time I got to the last one, I didn't have enough cards and location scrolls left. Even though I made sure to calculate everything properly in advance, I decided not to redo everything all over again because I'm pretty sure that whatever ended up in the suitcases is there for a reason. Spoiler alert, I was able to determine the missing scroll, so now every suitcase does have an equal amount. Now that we are done preparing, here's a look at the 24 suitcases. Take a good look at them and see if any of them call on your attention. Please trust your intuition on this one. In a second, I will also show you an overview of all of them. And although you can go with your favorite number, try to see if there are any suitcases that speak to you for no obvious reason. That may be a sign that one is meant for you. I'd recommend choosing around 2 to 3, but you can even choose just 1 or more than 3 if that pleases you. Simply listen to what yours has to say and whether you feel like you should pick another one. All of the suitcases will contain general descriptions of your soulmate as well as their nationalities or places of origin, so a group may fully resonate, but it's also possible that one group describes their characteristics while another one shows their nationality. I am just a messenger. I need you to play your part and use your intuition to determine what is meant for you. And when you're ready, I need you to make a choice on a suitcase, and you will find all of the timestamps in the description. If by now you still have a hard time making a selection, I'm going to switch up their positions, and that way you can see what still resonates. So I switched up the order, same suitcases, just arranged differently. Maybe this can help you make a choice. If you still need more time, no problem, just pause the video. Ask your intuition to lead you to the right group, and when you have made your choice, I'll see you at your reading. Hello there, welcome. Suitcase number 1. Thanks for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. You guys are the first one I'm actually recording, so there's a special excitement since I have also no idea what's gonna await us inside. Okay, let's take a look what we've got. We've got our 3 scrolls. All right, let's take a look at the cards. Ooh, we've got the card of Cancer, the Chariot, the Gardener, the Protector, another Cancer, you see that? Interesting. The 8 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the Fool. Interesting. So what I can definitely say is that your person has an incredible drive for the things that they care about. They are a protector archetype, so they'll defend their loved ones at all costs. I feel like this may be someone whom family is very, very important too. What we can see here is that your person is incredibly determined to go after their goals and their ambitions. And this is something that they've learned throughout their life, because I feel like there was a time where they weren't happy with what they were doing. They felt like they weren't living up to their fullest potential. And that's why they made a radical change to maybe sacrifice the safe route in life for the one that feels aligned with their purpose. And that's where they were able to find personal success. Yeah. And so they are definitely a free spirit. They could be self-employed, or they could be working on commission, something like that. The system that was built for them, or that they were born into, didn't really suit them, and they had to break out and they had to do something of their own. This may be someone who loves to travel around, who has seen a lot of the world. That's kind of like what the full free spirit reminds me of. They could be a hippie, or with their clothing, I'm having a vision of someone who wears very loose clothing, or they might love flowers. That's the next hint here. We've got a gardener who loves nature, who probably has a lot of plants in their home, okay, that they like to take care of. And this is most likely someone who, when you walk with them in nature, they're going to be able to recognize maybe names of plants or specific animals, or birds. Maybe there's someone who likes to bird watch or something like that, okay? They could live on their own farm as well. When it comes to the way that they dress, I would say it is reminiscent of a past era, of a previous era, maybe of the 70s. They look like they could be a hippie or something. Very, very cool style. Like, a lot of people might walk up to them and compliment them on their outfits or just the way that they dress. I'm getting a very colorful vibe. They're not afraid to incorporate some color into their wardrobe, and I'm getting like flannel shirts or dresses, colorful patterns, skirts, something like that. They are most likely someone who obtains most of their clothing secondhand, or they just have got a love for vintage style. Yeah, that's the impression that I'm getting. Okay, so I would say this person is more on the extroverted side. And also there's one more thing about their hairstyle. They like to keep their hair rather long. Yeah, so if it is a woman, I imagine like long, beautiful, voluminous hair. Or maybe if it is a man, it could be like a surfer boy hairstyle. Okay, maybe to their shoulders, or it could be longer. With the way that they dress and present themselves to the world, they're not afraid to show off, and they like to be unique. This goes over into the way that they express themselves and also their career. They could be a florist, or if that's not their main career, it might just mean they like to buy their loved ones flowers. I'm seeing that they worked hard for their success, and whatever they do for a living, it's something that they most likely had a hand in creating the output of. So it could be something creative. Maybe they produce something. Maybe they could have a small business as well. They are on a journey of obtaining financial freedom by doing the things that they love. Now, let's get to the long-awaited part that we're all curious about. Where are they from? I'm gonna read you the 3 scrolls. Use your intuition to discern what's meant for you, okay? Not all of these may apply. Let's take a look at the first one and see what it says. Ukrainian, okay? They may be Ukrainian. Let's take a look at the second one. Where might your person be from? What's their nationality? Filipino. Wow, Filipino. They may be Filipino, guys. Oh god, I've got to find a way to make them stay open. because this is not working well. All right, let's take a look at the third one. Where might your person be from? East Coast, USA. Wow. So they could be from New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut, all the states on the northeastern part of the USA. Doesn't necessarily have to be on the coast, okay? It also includes like Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts, Maine. I hope I'm not forgetting any, okay? Any like states on the northeastern part of the US, okay? So yeah, Ukrainian, East Coast USA, and Filipino. Those are likely nationalities of your person. I hope I was able to give you a better understanding of them. And if you enjoyed, let me know down below in the comments what suitcase or suitcases you picked. And as always, if you want a personal reading, the link for that will be in the description. Check out my shop. I've got a lot of cool listings. And with that being said, in case you're planning to choose another suitcase, see you in a second. Or otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 2. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. Oh. Alright, see what we got here. So, these are your scrolls. And let's take a look at the cards. Okay. We've got the card of the moon, the high priestess, the judge archetype, the explorer archetype, and for your tarot cards, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Coins, another knight, and the Six of Cups. Wow. So what I'm feeling right away is that this is a person who has never grown up, like the eternal Peter Pan, basically. There's something about fairy tales surrounding this pile. I'm getting like Robin Hood vibes with like distributing wealth to everyone. Maybe they could be a communist, guys. I think this is someone who is continuously in awe of the beauty of life. Like, I can tell this is someone who's genuinely really fun to get to know. And I'm getting someone more on the introverted side because they are deeply empathetic to others. Like, as I said, they're probably a big advocate for fairness, big advocate for people's rights, and they are committed to making this world a better place. They could also be an environmentalist, someone who really cares about our planet and loves to explore it as well. Here we've got someone. Here's Sagittarius vibes. Here's a Libra. Okay. Another Sagittarius here. And then there are 2 Virgos here as well.
No, one of them is
that's
Scorpio.
Very interesting. 2 Sagittarius, 2 Virgo, a Libra. Okay. That's the signs that we're getting here. Maybe they are someone who would be a really good storyteller and maybe works with children for a living, because I'm seeing a lot of childlike energy, a lot of fairy tale type of vibe here. So they could be someone to work in maybe preschool or a kindergarten, or they work with kids reading them stories, or maybe they just really have a lot of younger siblings, so they could be maybe an older sibling as well. And one thing about this connection even that you have with them is that it feels like a fairy tale. We've got two knights here especially, and it just feels like this could truly be like someone that feels like a knight, the knight or the prince of your dreams, yeah, or princess of your dreams, coming into your life and basically being all of the things that you've been looking for in a partner, if this is a partner, okay? This person does have a bit of a what did I just do with my camera? This person does have a bit of a private vibe to them. I think they would be someone with a rather small following on social media, if they even have social media, private account, something like that, because they're very selective about who they let into their life. The fact that they are your person means that you are very special to them as well. Like if they're in your friend group, then you know that you really mean a lot to them, because they just don't become friends or lovers with anyone. Yeah, they're really selective about who they let in. All right. With the card Explorer coming up in a reading that involves the world and nationalities and exploring and traveling, I would say that they've probably been to quite a lot of this world, and I do believe that the scrolls that we're about to reveal could definitely indicate places that they've been to or lived in. A disclaimer, I'm going to say this in all the piles, since I do have a very large viewership from around the world, not all of the locations have to resonate, yeah, and not all of them are going to resonate. Please use your intuition to discern which one of these locations may apply to your person, okay? So let's start. The first nationality, where might they be from? Mexican. Wow, they might be Mexican, guys, okay? This is a issue that I've had with the first pile as well. I don't know how to make them stay open, so you're gonna have to remember. Second one, where might they be from? Balkan. Oh, Balkan person. So they might be Serbian, Bosnian, from Montenegro. What other countries are there in the Balkan era? Croatia. Okay. So that area in Europe, the Balkans, might be from there. And finally, oh, they might be Quebecois. That's the third one for this pile. They might be Quebecois. French Canadian is very likely. Very, very informative, very interesting. I think overall, this is definitely someone that is deeply connected to their intuition, their even like their line, their ancestry. Something about that is coming through as well. Like they honor that as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. I had a lot of fun reading for you. If you enjoyed this reading, like this video, and let me know down below what suitcase you chose and how you found this reading. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, the link to that will be down below in the description. I've got a lot of cool listings that may interest you. Okay, and in case you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a second. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 3. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. All right, we're opening this back up. Here are your scrolls. And first we're going to take a look at the cards. So we've got card of Virgo, the Hermit. The Philosopher archetype, Sagittarius. The Radiant One, Leo. And then we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Wands. My first impression of your person is someone that is not only highly intelligent, but also incredibly good looking. We see here someone that has dedicated their life to study or to learning, to perhaps master a craft or get to know as much as they can about a certain field. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who is in school studying way longer than the average person, or this also may be someone who has like changed their major a couple times because they've got so many interests, or had to take some time to really truly figure out what they're interested in. Also, they are a natural student and analyst of life, and even beyond institutional study, they do that in their free time all the time. They'll be looking up things on the internet or in books or in whatever kind of source of knowledge they may use. They are someone to question things and research things. This is therefore someone to have incredibly highly philosophical discussions and conversations with. They could maybe be a walking encyclopedia or just a human resource of knowledge, because once something interests them, they want to make sure to understand it really well, how it works. And so, yeah, that's why I said they might have changed their major a couple times. Because of their intelligence and beauty, you can't miss them in a room. Think of the hottest person you know that has an incredible amount of intelligence within them. This does have perks because they may be able to get away with a lot more if they say it compared to a regular person. Like, this could be some controversial opinions, or maybe they're not afraid to voice their opinion, and say what they think, how they feel, and basically present to the world the results of their study and what they found out. Fields that may interest them would be psychology and philosophy. I think that's what they're really interested and naturally drawn to. So maybe they could have studied that, okay? There's a bit of a contrast because I see them as being introverted by nature, or maybe that applies to the way that they like to observe the world. But then at the same time, they're incredibly charismatic and know how to talk to people and get their point across as well. So maybe it's their choice to be more secluded in terms of their life, and maybe they have a smaller friendship circle. They really love and value their alone time. So qualities that may be typically associated with an introvert, but yet they are also incredibly charismatic. The Knight of Swords in reverse just reminds me of someone who prefers to take things very, very slowly. So if you are connecting to this person, it's very likely that the connection is going to take its good amount of timing to get really committed to each other. So there's going to be a lot of time that you have with this person where you really explore the depths of each other before committing to each other. They value connection. In all matters of their life, they like to dig deep. So I'm also getting something about the way that you guys meet. It's like a very serendipitous encounter. You can't really describe it in any other way. It's gonna be you're at the right place at the right time, and it's gonna feel so random in a way, and you're often going to think, what if I wasn't like at that right place at the right time? Because maybe I would have never met them. And the truth is, the universe spinning its wheel It's making sure that at one point you will be at the right place at the right time so that you will be able to encounter them. For some of you guys, however, I do think this may be a parasocial relationship to someone that you look up to, maybe online, like a role model. There is that possibility as well, because this decisive moment could indicate you finding them through some sort of algorithm, or they're showing up to you. So for a lot of you guys, maybe this may be someone you look up to online, or simply in a book, a character or something like that. There is that possibility as well of them maybe not knowing you. I'm just gonna be careful with the way I phrase it, and I'll try to give you guys different options of how I could see this play out, okay? Now, let us take a look at the nationalities where this person might be from. Okay, we're gonna start off with this one. We have Romanian. Okay, this person may be Romanian. And also, I forgot to mention, not all of these have to apply to you, and I don't expect them to. I've got a large viewership, so that's why I'm including multiple potential options. Please use your intuition to discern which one may be meant for your person, okay, may apply to them. Next up, we've got English British, okay. They may be British with an emphasis on English, from England. And the last one, they may be Indigenous American. Okay, guys, they may be Indigenous American. By extension, they could be indigenous to whatever country they're from or you're from. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, that it was helpful. And if you did, please like this video. Let me know down below in the comment what number suitcase you chose and what you thought of this reading. Alright, if you'd like a personal reading, the link to my shop is going to be down below. I've got a lot of cool listings that you may be interested in. Alright, now in case you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a second. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 4. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. Right. Here's your scrolls. First, we're going to take a look at your cards. Or their cards, I should say. Okay, we've got Capricorn, the Devil, the Perfectionist archetype, the Mystic archetype, and we've got the Seven of Swords, not what it seems, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Five of Cups. Oh wow, definitely a lot of mixed feelings here, especially from you, I imagine, when you first meet this person, because they come across in maybe a different way than they truly are. Yeah, the Seven of Swords here says not what it seems, okay? I think that this is someone who comes across a bit shallow in the sense that they only care about money, or that they're just an overachiever or something. Well, the truth is they are very highly successful in their job. They are a bit of a perfectionist. They are likely to be a leader, the one who's in control. We've got a Capricorn, a Virgo, so Earth energy, and we've got Pisces as well. you can see that's not all that is to this person. Yeah, they are not just about materialism. They actually have a highly spiritual side to them as well. But it takes a bit of time to truly get to know that, because the truth is, when you first meet this person, all you see is their success and how much they're in with their business. One trait that I would definitely characterize your person with is the fact that they are a bit of an overachiever. They aim high, and once they get there, it tends to not be enough. Like, they keep going for new heights. Yeah, so they keep looking for new things to do, for new things to improve, to climb that ladder even higher, the career ladder. There seems to be like no end. And I'm also getting they have a very organized and scheduled job. Like, they probably have the same working hours every day, the same routine that they follow each day. They know exactly what they can expect when they go to work, and when something is out of balance there, when something unusual happens, it might overwhelm them a little bit, just because they like things foreseeable and planned to a degree. And they like to be seen as a person of authority. Yeah, they have probably worked hard to earn their status. I'm getting that they have what is it called? A title to their name, for example, doctor or PhD or something that they've worked for to be proud of, like some kind of academic or honorific title. Okay, that they have in front of their name. So when you do look up their name, for example, they're probably able to be found on Google. Something tells me that, because of the profession that they do, they're visible on the web. And if you look them up, they're most likely gonna have that title of a doctor or a PhD or whatever other titles exist in whatever place you live, okay? They're gonna have some sort of honorific for their name, and in their business, they are very, very professional. They use polite language, yeah. So if your language has like honorifics, they're most likely to use them more than not use them. I think one of the reasons they are especially proud of their success and do take great importance on like including that title is because they've overcome quite a lot in their life. Like, they may seem like they live a perfect life looking at them from the outside, but they've been struggling with a lot of inner demons as well. We can see here that they probably engaged in some substance abuse or addiction throughout their life that made it pretty difficult for them to come back to the normal life that they now live again. I think that may be the reason they are easily overwhelmed with like change when something isn't as orderly as they're used to. Because I feel like they've created that perfect way of living for themselves that's very planned, very foreseeable. So when something new comes in, they may be very overwhelmed and not sure how to deal with that information. And the underlying reason for that is because they don't want to fall back to previous patterns of addiction or restriction. Nonetheless, I do think this person is someone really, really loving. This person may be a bit older, or at the time of you meeting them, they're going to be a bit older, and they have got this spiritual side to them. They, I feel like, are looking for someone who can understand them and support them. They're probably like not gonna tell you about all this for a while because they just want to appear perfect. Like, their image is just so important to them. It's normal for them to need to have a good image in their job. And so naturally, when they're looking for a romantic match, they want to just impress the other person too. So they're probably going to omit a lot of information. So when you get to know them better, a lot is going to be revealed. And maybe you wish that they would have told you sooner because you could understand them better. On the upside, this person is incredibly reliable. When they say they'll do something, they follow through always, okay? If you ask them for a favor, they'll do it without questioning, okay? They're incredibly reliable. They're probably always on time or something like that. If you have them on your side, they're as loyal as a dog, I feel like. Now, let us get to the most anticipated part of this reading and find out what nationalities they could be. So your person, they could be Taiwanese. Taiwanese guys, okay? And the issue with these scrolls is I don't know still after 4 suitcases, I don't know how to make them stay open, so you're gonna have to remember. Alright, what nationality might they be? They might be Arab. Okay guys, they might be Arab. Taiwanese Arab. And they might be Canadian. They might be Canadian guys. It could, of course, be a combination of these nationalities, but not all of them have to resonate. So please use your intuition to discern what nationalities may apply to your person, okay? All right. Thank you so much, guys, for being here with me today. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like and let me know down below in the comments section what suitcase you chose, alright? If you'd like to receive a personal reading from me, check out the link in the description. That's going to lead you to my shop where I have a lot of cool listings that may interest you. Alright, now, in case you're planning to choose another suitcase, see you in a bit, and otherwise I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 5. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. Alright, here are your scrolls. And cards. Their cards, I should say. Alright, we're gonna start off by taking a look at the cards to describe your person. We've got Libra, Justice card. The Messenger archetype. The Hero archetype. Guys, I'm only 3 cards in, but I'm getting the sense this person may be a lawyer or someone who fights for other people's justice. The Moon, dealing with the subconscious. We've got the Lovers. Wow. And the 9 of Swords. Interesting. As I said, I'm getting heavy lawyer vibes or law student, something like that. Someone who has to take in a lot of information. I think they're a good student, or when they were studying, they were able to remember large amounts of information. So maybe they know the entire law, or they know like every part of the body because they studied medicine, something like that. They have the capacity to take in large amounts of information and remember them because they are required to for their job. Imagine they're a surgeon or something. They have to know like every single organ and every single bone. I don't even know. Okay, guys, you get what I'm saying. This is someone who has made it their life's mission to improve other people's lives or to help them out in their life and improve their living conditions. They are highly intelligent, so usually people come to them with wanting to know something or wanting most likely their help, and your person goes out of their way to provide the best service to like help them out. Yeah, and this is something concerning the well-being of their life. So maybe it is a doctor, a lawyer, a judge or something. Yeah, we've got Libra, Gemini, and Aries here. A lot of air. So another Gemini. Okay, so double Gemini, triple Gemini, guys. A lot of Gemini. This person requires some sort of bravery in their day-to-day life because they have to make decisions that could mean life or death, or that could be very grave. Yeah, so they have a lot of responsibility. The thing is, why I'm mentioning that with their job is because it takes up a large part of their day. So a lot of times they have the worries of other people on their concern, on their mind. And, you know, they don't mind it, but sometimes it can just weigh on them, yeah, very heavily. Like they have to consider throughout their day the worries and pains of other people. They might be a mediator or someone who comes in between to sort out other people's arguments, kind of like. So I'm also getting that they could be either a psychologist or like a therapist with an emphasis on like maybe couples therapy or something like that. Also, there's an emphasis on like the subconscious, but from like a study perspective. So they could study the subconscious. That's why I was saying maybe a psychologist as well. Like they genuinely put other people's business above their own, like other people's feelings above their own. And sometimes this can result in them not caring for their own needs as much, yeah, because that's like the nature of their job. They have to be the hero above all else, like above like their own personal needs, yeah. So maybe it makes them feel good to be seen as the hero, because not much is being shown to us about like who they are like beyond their job. But I think truly in this case, maybe their job is their life. So like a lot of the qualities that apply to those jobs apply to them. We do have the Lovers here, so this is a very, very special card. And this may be a romantic match for you. Yeah, this may be your lover. All right, that's the information I'm getting for you, suitcase number 5. Now let's get to the most anticipated part of this reading and see where they may be from, what their nationalities could be. And just as a disclaimer, not all of these nationalities I'm about to reveal have to resonate. I'm not expecting them to. I've simply got a large viewership, so please use your intuition to discern what nationalities may apply to your person, okay? All right, so the first one is they could be Midwestern, from the Midwestern USA. I'm not about to list all the states, but that's like the area of Illinois, right? Michigan, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, Iowa. You get the deal. They could be from the Midwestern USA, the top of the USA. Maybe they could even border Canada. That's possible, like close to Canada, okay? And second, we've got, oh, this one doesn't want to, this is a tough one. Spanish, they could be Spanish, from Spain, all right? The reason I'm saying it's from Spain, because I know I've got a lot of Spanish-speaking countries in it as well, but there seems to be a focus on the country of Spain, or maybe they could simply speak Spanish, okay, if you want to extend the meaning a little bit, yeah. Could speak Spanish or be from Spain. And then third one is Central Asian. So they might be from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, like all the Stans countries, okay, at the end of their name. Or they could have a Turkic ethnicity as well, okay, guys. Yeah, those are the nationalities for your person. Really, really interesting. They probably know more than one language. They may also know Latin, or they had to study that. That's coming through as well. But yeah, once again, please trust your intuition, okay? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Do like this video if you did, and let me know down below in the comments section what number suitcase you chose. And if you want a personal reading, the link for that will be down below in the description. I've got a lot of cool listings that may interest you. All right, take a look. And with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 6. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here today. Let's find out more about your person. All right. Okay. No? Oh, there it is. So we're gonna start off with their cards. Let's see what they say. Oh, we've got Aries, the Emperor. Then we've got the Student. Gemini. The Phoenix, Scorpio. Oh. Why is it not focusing? The 8 of Coins. The 5 of Coins, and the Page of Cups. Wow. Well, what can I say? This is definitely the archetype of the student, in my opinion. Someone who dedicates large amounts of time to the field of their interest because they want to become the very best in it. This is someone who loves learning and does so without thinking. Like, it's not a chore for them to study. On the contrary, they spend their free time roaming this world and learning more about it, okay? They love debating different ideas and listening to different viewpoints. So you could say this is a very well-rounded person who may be able to understand even total opposites. You're gonna notice that they have this one or multiple main passion in their life. Is it just a huge part of their identity? Most likely. They know what they like. They have hobbies, okay? And I think their big dream is to master whatever their field of interest is, so that they can eventually become a leader, a teacher, like the highest form of that craft that they're learning about, okay? It could be a sport. For some reason, I'm getting like a martial arts kind of vibe. Like they could be into martial arts, and they're on a journey like of getting like the highest degree belt or something. I don't know why that's so oddly specific, but that's the information. Or like, think of swimmers. There's like different badges associated, right? That come with different ranks, and they're like on a journey to becoming the best of the best in the field of their interest. That's the thing. They're seriously dedicating a lot of time to the pursuit of this craft, yeah, and the becoming better at it of it all. I think they come from maybe a difficult upbringing or a family that didn't have as much growing up, and that may be a reason why they are so adamant in reinventing themselves, yeah, because growing up they didn't have much. They saw maybe a person that they identified as their role model, and they thought, if they can do it, you know, I would love to be able to do this as well. And since their childhood, they've been pursuing their interests, their goals with that in mind. Like, they want to get out of that place, yeah? It was maybe like a neighborhood that they grew up in that they didn't want to stay in. Like, they really wanted to move out, you know? Like, they had a lot of goals, a lot of plans, and so
naturally they had to be ambitious, because otherwise they never would have been able to become the person that they are now. Like, they've had a huge rebirth, as you can see here, and so they put their all into their passion. I think they are a quick learner, first of all, and their field of interest likely has different ranks, and one of their life goals is like to get to the highest rank possible. So be it martial arts or swimming, or if it even is a sport, I don't know, it could be anything, basically, the best cook in the world, who knows,
or a musical instrument.
But they really have that drive within them to keep getting better, improving themselves, and they are really in a lifelong commitment to this. It's not like at one point they'll be like, okay, now I'll stop. I think like the reason they have like all this drive is just because of where they came from, and like they genuinely appreciate the opportunities that they now have in life, and they don't want to miss out, So what we can also see here, this is a Page of Cups. This is definitely like a hopeless romantic in my mind. This is someone who's not afraid to show their emotions and let you know, like show you that they care about you. They're gonna buy flowers or maybe gifts or like acts of service to really, they want to show you that they care. They write you that extra note to let you know it. Like, if you're close to them, they're gonna want to give you a lot of special things, a lot of presents, but it's something like also self-made. It's not just like they buy something. I think the way that they show you love is making you like something handmade, writing it to you or crafting it for you, or buying you maybe your favorite flowers or something like that. It's all about romantic gestures. That's one thing you can recognize them, okay? So yeah, this seems like someone who believes in true love, and once they find you and really like you, they're gonna of course want to assure that it evolves in the best way as possible. Yeah, this is someone very kind. I would say they are more so toxic with themselves and the ideals that they're trying to uphold with themselves than other people. Like, they're not gonna have as high expectations, nearly as high expectations on other people as they do on themselves. So yeah, let us now get to the most anticipated part of this reading and find out what nationalities your person may be. And I say this in every one of the groups. Not all of them have to resonate. Not all of them are going to resonate. Please use your intuition to discern what nationalities may apply to your person, all right? So first of all, we've got Caribbean. They may be Caribbean, guys. All of the Caribbean countries included, yeah. Jamaica, Cuba. I really can't think of all of them right now. You get the deal. Next up, we've got Greek. A common theme here seems to be that they may be from an island, okay? Or like have a lot of sea surrounding them. Greek is a potential as well here. And finally, we've got Caucasus. Okay, Caucasus region. So that would be the countries of Armenia, Georgia, Azerbaijan. That region, okay, there could be from, yeah. So they may also be like initially from a smaller village in those countries, and they want to make it big. They want to go out, yeah. They want to maybe go to the city. I have like some feeling like that, okay? Or they may have immigrated to another country where they felt like maybe opportunities were better, or another city, yeah, something like that, from a small town to the big wide world. Like, that's kind of the impression that I'm getting, okay, with this group. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, then like this video, and do let me know down below what suitcase you chose and how you found it to be. And if you want a personal reading, the link for that is gonna be down below in the description. I've got a lot of cool listings available that may interest you, all right? So if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 7. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. All right. We're gonna get started with the cards. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Aquarius, the Star. Then we've got the Visionary. Another Aquarius, double Aquarius. The Pioneer archetype, Aries. Then we've got the Queen of Swords. Mental Strength. The Four of Swords. Oh, wow. And the Six of Cups. Six of Coins. Alright. One thing that is so incredible about your person is the way that they can harness their mental strength. They must be doing some sort of yoga or other activity to really shut off their mind. This is a person that's directly connected to source, whether they know it or not, in the sense that they get divine inspiration and transform it into something material on this plane. This is a creator, is what I'm feeling. Whether the product that they create is physical or digital, or it is ideas that they're putting out there into the world, concepts, but what I'm being shown is like the whole process of how that goes down, because they are essentially very good at calming the mind and connecting to source. And the thing is, they have a lot of creative ideas that they end up thinking of when they are in meditation, or maybe they just get glimpses of what they could be doing next throughout their day. And so then they take those ideas and actualize them. Concepts that ask to be expressed get expressed through your person. They are extremely innovative, as this one says here, revolutionary. Like, they've got such cool ideas that may have never been thought of before. They are truly a creator, extremely creative, perhaps very crafty, able to design things and make them look nice, and perhaps also market things very well. There's a lot of intelligence here within them, that they know exactly how to present themselves as well. Here we have the Pioneer. Like, look how well these cards go together. Someone revolutionary with really cool ideas, and they are a leader, a trailblazer, independent. So this could be an entrepreneur that I'm seeing here. This is someone who made their vision come true in their reality. So whatever goals they have, they are actively working on actualizing them, and that concerns like many smaller ideas, that want to be fulfilled. I think like throughout the course of their life, they become relatively wealthy. So also depending on where they are at in their life, what point, they're gonna be making contributions to charity, to donate to causes that they really want to support. They truly like love giving gifts, or also like in material form as a donation. They are extremely generous. They'll take you out on a date, pay for everything without even asking but they will do that out of genuine love for you. Yeah. Regarding their style, I'm picking up on just a very unique style that fits them, that they discovered. Maybe it's like nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. All right, now let's get to the most anticipated part of this reading and see where they could be from. I say this in every group, but not all of these scrolls are going to apply to your person. Please use your intuition to discern what nationalities may be meant, okay, for your person. All right, first of all, we've got a tough one to come off. Indonesian, okay? We've got Indonesian here. They may be from Indonesia. Nice. Then we've got Austrian, okay? They could be Austrian. Okay. And finally, we've got Vietnamese. They may be also Vietnamese. Okay, Vietnamese, Indonesian, a lot of Asian influence here. Then we have Austrian, German speaking. Okay, guys. All right, that was your information about your person. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and do let me know down below in the comments which suitcase you chose and how you found it. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out the link in the description. That's going to take you to my shop where I offer a lot of cool listings that may interest you. And with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a second. Otherwise, I hope to see you again soon. Okay, goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 8. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. Okay, here are your scrolls. But first, we're gonna start off with their cards. All right, let's see what we've got. So we've got Sagittarius here, Temperance, the Twin, Gemini, the Diplomat, Libra, and then for their tarot cards, we've got the Three of Cups, the Sun, and the Nine of Coins. Well, what okay, yeah, here. I've solved the mystery. I've solved the mystery, guys, because as I was distributing the cards across the piles, I had too few cards left, basically, so I knew that there must have been a pile or multiple piles with too many cards. So yeah, guys, I'll give you the 4 cards. It's fine. They probably are here for a reason. So let's see. We've got 2 Sagittarius here. A Gemini, a Libra, a Virgo, and a Cancer. What I'm getting first of all is that this is a very happy person with a contagious laugh who's always a good time. If you're their friend, it's gonna be never boring with them. Yeah, we've got 2 cards of that like signify balance and moderation, mediator. So I think this is a very good person at decision making. They seem to always know the right thing to do, the right place to go. They know their town, like whatever city they live in, they know it really well and know like all the events that are taking place there. So if you're their friend, you'll always be up to date with like the best spots in town to eat out and to have fun and for whatever activities to do. This is someone who is like an insider, really. Maybe they're like a walking Google Maps, or this is something like that is what I'm getting.
They could be writing a travel blog.
They've got a rather happy personality, seem to be an optimist, seem to be a very good nature. I think they have like a contagious personality. When you're around them, then like your mood gets instantly better and you're really grateful to like have them in your circle, right? They also seem to have a very healthy work-life balance. I can tell they are a hard worker and they probably put a lot of effort into their career, and now they get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So they were probably studying very, very hard, or had very, very excessive training for the career that they're now in, and it now pays them rather well and they love doing it. Yeah, so it's never boring with them. They are really, really good with people. Like, they have great interpersonal skills. They have incredibly great social skills. Yeah, they can adapt to pretty much any type of person. So if you're shy, they know exactly how to tickle out your fancy. Or if you're very opinionated, they know also exactly how to deal with you. Like, they can just kind of get along with most people. And that's a really great skill I feel like they also most likely use in their career. They have good problem solving skills, or they could, like a mediator, solve arguments in a very mature way. So they're also incredibly good for giving advice. They may also have a twin sibling, identical twin, someone that's just like them. For some reason, the message here is that they come in two. So if there's one of them, there's likely another, yeah, who they're inseparable with. So I hope this was able to give you a better understanding about your person. Now let's get to the most anticipated part of this reading. Where are they from? We're about to reveal some potential nationalities, and not all of them have to apply to your person. Not all of them are gonna apply to your person. So please use your intuition to discern what information is meant for you, okay? So first of all, they could be Cantonese, okay? So they could be Cantonese speaking, or they may be from Hong Kong, or a place with a lot of Cantonese influence, okay? That's the first one. Then we've got Japanese as well. Okay, interesting. Japanese. So, seem to be a lot of East Asian countries so far. They may be Japanese as well. Let's take a look at the third one. Nigerian, or by extension, West African. Okay, guys, they could be Nigerian. So it could be a combination of multiple, or it may be one of them that applies to your person. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave a like, and do let me know down below in the comments what suitcase you chose and how you found the reading. If you want a personalized reading, please check out the link in the description. That's gonna take you to my shop, where I offer a lot of cool listings that may interest you. Alright, so if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a second. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 9. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. Alright. Oh. These are your scrolls, but before we get to these, we're gonna take a look at your person's cards. Alright, we've got Uranus, the Fool, the Homemaker archetype, Cancer, the Lover archetype, Libra, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Coins, and the Three of Coins in reverse. Alright, I mean, to me, this seems like someone who really wants to create a family and have a loving relationship above all else. They are fiercely loyal and want to create their life basically with their soulmate. Probably recently they've been thinking whether that is even possible. They're thinking like, can someone really like love me for everything that I am and then still want to create a life and a family with me? I feel like this is someone who's changed quite a bit over the years, whereas they probably had a very active and outgoing personality when they were a bit younger, like a young adult, and jumped into all the opportunities that they could get and wanted to experience the fast life and all the excitements that it has to offer, jump maybe from person to person. But they have changed. They are now a bit older and are looking for something more serious and stable. They're like past their exploration phase and are now ready to settle down with someone. Yeah, they're ready to open the heart and show their love to someone. So I think when it comes to what they like to do, they are very good planners and there's an emphasis on the home. One thing about them is that maybe they are some type of either an architect or an interior designer, yeah, or they might be involved in the building process of a house. They could be in the planning stage or maybe in the actual building stage, yeah, participating in the art of homemaking. They help others with their living situation to whatever degree that's gonna resonate. They could be the one designing the homes, they could be the one building the homes, or they could simply be the one helping others find their homes. Maybe they could be a real estate agent, okay? Or they could be a broker or of some sort. That's one thing I get. And they'd make amazing parents, yeah, so they definitely want children. They want to, like, family is really important to them. They value their own family a lot, and so they want to make sure that their future partner also goes well with not just them but also their family, yeah. This person likely has a good plan of what they'd like to do and have in their life. They're just missing that person. So if you have very similar values, then that could be a great sign and you're a good match. Like, I genuinely think they're at a point of their life where they've achieved quite a lot of personal successes and went after the things that they wanted and have a lot of achievements already. And it's just that area of love that they may consider themselves not as lucky with. Although they are a lover by heart, they're a hopeless romantic and love to be there for another person, yeah, and have someone be there for them. Have it be mutual. We've got a Capricorn, two Capricorns, a Virgo, a Pisces, a Cancer, and a Libra here. Now, let's get to the most anticipated part of this reading. Where are they from? So I'm gonna reveal to you these three scrolls, and not all of the nationalities are gonna resonate. Keep in mind I have a large viewership, so please use your intuition and discern which one of them may be meant for your person, okay? Which one might apply. The first one that we've got is African American, okay? They could be African American, guys. Okay. Let's a bit tough one to get off. They could be Irish. Your person could be Irish. And finally, Baltic. So those are the countries of Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia in Europe. Okay, guys. Baltic, Irish, and African American, they could be a mix of multiple, or maybe one of them applies to them. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like the video and let me know down below in the comments what suitcase number you chose and how you found the reading. If you'd like to receive a personal reading with me, please check out the link in the description. That's going to lead you to my shop where I offer a lot of cool listings that may interest you. All right, and with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a second. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 10. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. Okay. So here are your scrolls. But before that, we're gonna take a look at their cards. Let's see what we've got. So we've got Pisces, the moon, the archetype of the dreamer, and another Pisces, a double Pisces, just saying. The caregiver archetype, Cancer. And for their tarot cards, we've got Strength, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups. And here's another culprit. This is someone who has high ideals and a vision for how they would like to live their life, and may get a bit anxious if things don't seem to be going that way, or they may be a bit of a worrier type, like what if it doesn't work out? You know, they have such high ideals, such big dreams, they want to get married, they want to have the perfect life, they want to take care of others, and it's like, what if it doesn't happen, you know? This I feel like is a pile of an overthinker in a little bit, but lo and behold, throughout the course of their life, they learn to deal. Okay, so over the course of their life, they learn to master their emotions and maybe utilize them in a more proactive way than just worrying about what if it doesn't happen, you know? Your person sometimes seems like they want to take on the whole world. I mean, you're supposed to have how many? 4 tarot cards? 3? You've got 6 of them, okay, for your person. This person has a lot of energy. So yeah, naturally your person just has so many ideals and things they would love to achieve in life and love to experience. They may be suffering from FOMO, like they don't want to feel like they ever miss out on something. Yeah, they want to do everything all at once. What they do for their career, I feel like they may be taking care of other people because they are a natural nurturer. Yeah, we can see here they do something very selfless in their job. Maybe they take care of older people, of elders, or they may have in their extended family a lot of people that they're taking care of. Yeah, so I think what makes your person so especially beautiful is just how they're able to be so excited for the simple things and maybe treat a regular walk in the park as the most amazing thing ever. Yeah, and by the way, just saying, this is likely someone who also wants to have a very special wedding or get married at some point. All right, so once they find their perfect match, I think they would love to create that perfect life together with them. Oh, I just noticed that Queen of Cups and King of Cups. I think this person is really characterized by their big personality, which you don't usually expect when you just look at them. They do have a focus on their appearance because they want to make sure that they look good and maybe a little too neat and tidy so that when you actually start talking to them and meet them, you do not expect them to like shoot out all of that personality, you know, that comes with them. So a bit of a contrast here, like a clean aesthetic in terms of how they appear, coupled with a really big personality. They also have like really dreamy eyes. A lot of them, maybe they could have eyes that resemble the ocean, or no matter their eye color, but when you look into their eyes, there's something that where you lose yourself in them. And that's another indicator, okay? That they have really beautiful eyes, you're drawn to them, you're hypnotized. Now, let's get to the most anticipated part of the reading. What nationality might they have? Just a disclaimer, not all of them are going to resonate. Since I do have a large viewership, I ask you to please use your intuition to discern which one of them may be meant for your person or may apply to them. So first of all, we've got Afghan. Okay, they could be Afghan. Interesting. And then we've got Egyptian. They may be also Egyptian. Okay. Afghan or Egyptian. And then the third one, it says German. Okay, they could be German. Very interesting. So it could be a combination of multiple of these nationalities, or maybe one nationality that applies to them, yeah? By extension, maybe it could point to a language that this person knows how to speak German, okay? Honestly, I'm getting really good intentions from this person. They may be a bit messy and all over the place emotionally, but throughout the course of their life, it also depends on when you're meeting them, how young or old they are, that they really learn to master this and use their emotions as their superpower. Genuinely, I think they just want to have a cute life together with someone that can understand them, that cherishes them for all their excitement, because like literally the main thing that I'm feeling is that they have such an excitement for this world. They're excited about little things, about nature, about animals, and yeah, when they're in their element, they could talk about like their passions for hours, you know? That's always like the best thing, when someone talks about something that they're really passionate about. You can see how they light up when they talk about it. Your person has a lot of those things. Yeah, so cherish that. Really, it's just really special. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you liked the reading. If you did, please leave a like, and do let me know down below in the comments section what number suitcase you chose and how it went for you. Okay, and if you'd like a personal reading, please check out the link in the description below. That's going to take you to my shop, where I offer a lot of cool listings that may interest you. And with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 11. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. So we've got your scrolls. But before we get to them, let's take a look at your person's cards. All right, we've got Saturn, the world, the archetype of the trickster, Gemini, the archetype of the provider, Taurus, and then for their tarot cards, we've got the 10 of coins, the 9 of wands, and the world, double world. So we've got the world and the world. This person may be famous to a degree, okay, within their community, or one thing is that they travel around the world. The thing is that they likely come from a famous family that travels around the world, or they could be performers. Like a lot of these cards remind me of the circus. So maybe your person has involvement with a circus or some other like talents that they have running in their family, and they travel the world to showcase. That could be an option.
Yeah, maybe they've won a talent show.
I do think that for their career, this person is a performer. So they could be an acrobat, a clown, a magician, a dancer, a singer. I feel like they don't mind the limelight, you know? That's their natural place where they feel comfortable by showcasing their unique abilities to other people. This person is likely very well traveled. We've got 2 worlds here, 2 world cards. So maybe this could be someone, or it's hard to pinpoint exactly where they're from. Like it could be scattered around like so many different places around the world. They also may have immigrated to another country, or their parents may have immigrated to another country, or simply like traveled around the world with them. That could also be likely. Maybe this could be a family of diplomats. They have most likely a great sense of humor. They could likely be a comedian. They could make other people laugh for a living. They're just like incredibly funny and witty, and they come up with the most hilarious connotations and jokes on the spot. Like you could be in a situation and they could come up with the funniest jokes like this, you know. They know how to make someone laugh, and I think they also know how to work very well together with children. So at one point they want to, of course, have their own family and be a provider for their children. This is someone that's very reliable as well, someone who means it, someone who is serious, someone who wants to continue on the family legacy. As I've mentioned, there's something about their family that has been reoccurring throughout the generations. Maybe there's a specific job that they all have, or a specific legacy that they like to continue, and so it does not end with your person. On the contrary, your person wants to keep the legacy alive, continue the lineage, and there's probably, I think this is maybe someone from upper class or quite a wealthy background where they also have a lot of things to inherit, or they have inherited a lot of things from their family. And also what I noticed is that one of the worlds is upright and the other world is in reverse. So I do think this could stand for the fact that this person has been traveling around the world all their life pretty much. They have many places around the world that they would consider their home, and then they maybe seize their world travels a bit and decide they want to settle down and create a family. So it also depends on what point of their life you're meeting them, but this is sort of like their life plan. And a final hurdle that I'm picking up on is the fact that this person may be from a different part of the world than you. So a obstacle could be the distance. So if this is someone you're romantically involved with, or even as a friendship, you may not be able to see them that often, or as often as you would like. So there's like some type of a test of faith, some type of a challenge in regards to physical location, in regards to distance. So they could be a bit distant from you. And now I'm getting really curious where that location may be. As I said, it could be a bit hard to pinpoint this one's location, but we'll try anyways. And I'm gonna just say not all of these locations have to apply to your person. Since I do have a large viewership, please keep that in mind. Use your intuition to discern which one of them may apply, okay? First we've got East African, okay? So they could be Ethiopian, Kenyan, Tanzanian, Somali, Ugandan, and all the other countries in East Africa, okay? And then we've got Czechoslovakian. So they could be Czech, they could be from Czechia, Czech Republic, or they could be Slovakian, okay? That's another option here, something European. And then finally, for your third scroll, let's see what it says. We've got Portuguese. Portuguese. All right. So they may be from Portugal, or by extension, they may know how to speak Portuguese. All right. So it may be a combination of multiple of these or one of these scrolls that apply to your person. All right. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like the video and let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how you found it. If you'd like a personal reading, please check out the link in the description. That's going to lead you to my shop where I offer a lot of cool listings that may interest you. So with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, go ahead, see you in a bit. And otherwise, I wish you a good rest of the day and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. This recording is gonna take ages to like upload on my computer and everything. I can already tell. Hello there, suitcase number 12. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. All right, here we've got your scrolls. But first, we're gonna take a look at their cards. Let's see what we've got. We've got Leo, Strength, the Ruler archetype, the Warrior archetype. Okay, this is someone with power, with strength, and alpha male or female perhaps, who knows. For their tarot cards, we've got the Ten of Swords, the Chariot, and the Knight of Cups. Guys, all of these cards talk about a form of strength. You see this here? We start off with the Leo, the embodiment of strength and courage, not afraid of anything. Then we've got a Ruler, the leader, the warrior, someone brave, someone who's determined and driven, just like the Chariot. Okay? The strength of will. And that makes me think your person is genuinely one of the strongest people you can imagine in all aspects. They are a natural born leader, a ruler. They don't follow rules, they create the rules. This person is very systematic, very, very confident, and maybe a bit of a workaholic depending on their job. I don't know what this humming sound is in the background. It's coming from outside. I don't know what it is. Your person has got a very high rank and position in their job, and they've also got a lot of responsibility, a lot of people that they need to look over. This could be a boss, okay, it could be a CEO. And the key here that we need to look at is that the fact that they're someone who follows their heart. So I really think that they are someone who actualized their passion and went after what they always wanted, kind of like a dream job, and are now a kind of leader or a CEO of something in regards to that dream. They not only have this strength of will, but also an incredibly physical strength. Like, they'll go to war for the people that they care about. So this is someone who will protect their loved ones at all costs. They are someone that maybe a lot of people are intimidated by, either by the way that they look or by their status. Like, people associate your person with power. So they could be very wealthy, or they could be very powerful simply. Yeah, this has an impact on their appearance as well, because they are such a disciplined individual. They take very great care of their body. So they hit the gym, they work out, and they're most likely very fit. I could see them having a lot of muscles, a lot of strength. yeah, physical strength. They're likely someone with abs, with biceps. Whether it is a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but this is an incredibly strong person, healthy. Another thing is that this person appears to be very, very hairy, okay? So if it is a man, this man most likely has a lot of chest hair and maybe a longer beard, something like that, okay? If it is a woman, I think she just has maybe like longer hair. Yeah, she could be hairy, okay? Are so determined, they have that drive to succeed. There's no other option. Like, to them, there is a plan A. They don't create backup plans. They know what they want and they'll go after it. So, for example, if they see someone that they're interested in, then they will pursue that person. They'll do something in their power to make you notice them, to impress you. If they want to win you over, they'll do everything they can to do so, okay? They'll be very determined, yeah, for that as well. And I think this person wants someone to create a very stable relationship with. They're not about like shallow connections. They want someone who they can grow together with, live together with. I mean, they've probably got a lot of money to spare too, so someone to enjoy the world with and the pleasures of this world. All right, now on to the most anticipated part of the reading. Where are they from? Now, I do want to just say that not all of these nationalities we're about to reveal are going to apply to your person. Since I've got a large viewership, please keep that in mind. Please use your intuition to discern which one of them or ones of them may apply to your person, all right? It could be one or it could be a combination of multiple of them. So the first scroll says Central American. Okay, Central American. So they could be from Nicaragua, Guatemala, Costa Rica, all the other countries between North and South America, okay? That's the first indicator. And the second one, it says West Coast, USA. Oh, wow. West Coast, USA. So this could be someone from California, someone from a very affluent area, or this could be someone from Nevada. By extension, it can mean the entire Western USA. It doesn't have to be a coast. Or it could be someone from Oregon, Washington, trying to like think of all the Western states. Arizona, Utah, Colorado, I think even as far as Montana, okay? So like kind of Western side of the United States, if they're American. And the last one, Southeast Asia. They could be from Southeast Asia, all right? So this could be Cambodia or Myanmar or Laos, that area. Again, use your intuition. If something seems like that could resonate, then that's probably the one for you, okay? All right, that was it for you, number 12. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, check out the link in the description that leads you to my shop, where I offer a lot of cool listings that may interest you. Alright, now if you plan on choosing another suitcase, you may do so. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 13. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's find out where your person is from. Alright, we've got your scrolls. But first, we're gonna take a look at the cards. Alright, so we've got Mercury, the Magician, the Mother archetype, Cancer, the Detective archetype, Scorpio, and then for their tarot cards, we've got the Hanged Man, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Two of Cups. I'm getting two main ideas here, basically. And so the first one is that this person is very individualistic. They've got a lot of ideas on how they'd like to live their life, and they don't want to go with the stream and do what everyone else does. Here, the Hierophant in reverse. Actually, the Hangman, this one is also in reverse. They like to be in control of their destiny, and that also goes over here to the Magician. I believe that they pick their goals and they do everything they can to go after them. Yeah, they have a lot of ideas on how they'd like to live their life and what they'd like to happen in their life. And they're generally really good in achieving that. You know, once they set their eyes on a prize, they usually get it, you know, because they'll do anything they can in their power to get it. This person is really, really good with people. This is someone that may work with people, okay, to take care of them and also help them with their needs. I can tell they're a really good communicator, probably very quick-witted, that's what I'm thinking. They seem to always have the right words for any situation. They can really argue their case, that's another thing. This person is incredibly talented when it comes to communication, as I've said, and getting information out of someone, questioning someone. They could, with the detective archetype here, be really good at finding out stuff, knowledge that is hidden or unknown. This person may work as a detective, recover lost items or missing people. I just feel like they are very smart and intelligent, and they know how to solve cases. I think like maybe this person on the very simplest level could really be into like murder mysteries, or like to read those kinds of books or watch those kinds of shows. That's another sign how you can recognize them. In their friend group or in their workplace, they might be the oldest one, or like the lead, the mother, as it says here. And this can be a male person as well, of course. They stand out because they're not afraid to be themselves. If they have a specific way that they like to dress, or they like to express themselves, or maybe it is for their accent. Okay, some of them, they could have an accent because there's something that like separates them from the norm. And since they are likely a bit older, they might have children already. We have double Cancer here, the Two of Cups, a loving exchange. This is someone with a heart full of love. They've got so much love to give. They give it to children. They're ready to give it to a partner. I believe this person will make a great romantic match. This is someone who you can really fall in love with. Two of Cups, I like to say it could be a perfect match kind of card. Two people who are willing to commit together with similar intentions, share each other's cup, drink from it, see what the other one is made of, okay? And are very open-minded for a very healthy connection moving forward. Let us now get to the most anticipated part of the reading and find out where they may be from, alright? Just as a disclaimer, not all of these nationalities have to resonate. Not all of them are going to resonate, since I do have a large viewership from around the world. So please use your intuition to discern which one of them may apply to your person, alright? Let's see the first one, what it says. Swiss. We have here Swiss, okay? So they may be from Switzerland. And I know like they speak a lot of languages there, right? French, German, Italian, so they may speak one of those languages or more. Next up, we have Pacific Islander. Okay, guys, this person may be Pacific Islander. Maybe they are Samoan, Fijian, or any other Pacific Island countries, alright? And finally, the last one, it says, oh, Maghreb, North African. So they could be Tunisian, Moroccan, Algerian, and all other countries in this area, okay, guys? Alright, that is it with the locations. Your person may have a combination of these locations or maybe just one of them. I do believe that it could be likely that they have origins in another country than where they're living in, because earlier I was getting something about an accent or another native language that they speak on the regular, okay, than the place where they're living. So that could be the case. But as always, please trust your gut instinct and check up with what your intuition is saying, alright? I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please like the video and let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out the link in the description where you're going to be led to my shop where I offer a lot of cool readings that may interest you. Alright, now with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, go ahead. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there to everyone who chose suitcase number 14. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. All right. So we've got your scrolls. But first, we're going to take a look at the cards and what they say. Okay, we've got Scorpio, Death card, the Earth Goddess card, Taurus, the Performer archetype, Leo, and for their tarot cards we've got the Magician, Justice in reverse, and the Ace of Coins. Oh, wow. I believe that this is someone that's had a major career overhaul or career change throughout the course of their life. So I see that they were once working a job that they felt like was less aligned with who they truly were on the inside. So maybe more of a mundane job. But your person has always had that spark on the inside. They are a performer. They love to be on a stage. They love to be seen by people. But they just maybe hadn't found the way to make it big. So they were feeling bad about maybe not following their purpose for a while, feeling guilty and like they were wasting their life away with mediocrity. They felt like their life was going into a direction that they were not happy with. So they had that new financial opportunity over the course of their life that was a bit risky. Okay, this card here is in reverse. So they had to take a big financial risk and exit the safety that their previous environment provided in pursuit of happiness. Okay, so they were using all their tools that they had available, which probably was not much, all their knowledge and all their passion to try and make it. You see, they are kind of like the embodiment of it's never too late to make a change and go after your dreams, do what you've always wanted to do. This is how they make their living now. They could be a comedian, they could be a singer. Very specific, what's coming through is an opera singer or something that requires intense vocal training, okay? Because I think they use their voice in their job or in their performance, yeah? And it could be something like a dancer But I think their voice is somehow involved, okay? So I think it's vocals or singing. They could be a voice actor or something. Their voice is, I think, their biggest asset. You're just gonna know. It's just gonna make sense because your person is immediately recognizable by their voice, yeah? This person may also be spiritual and be into meditation. Like, I do believe there's a genuine belief in a higher power or in the universe, because that's what kind of gave them the courage to make a change, to have that belief that everything is going to work out for them, and it did. I guess it depends on where this person is at in their journey. I mean, they could still be in their old lifestyle that they're not as happy with, and they may discover this later down the road. So let's get to the most anticipated part of the reading, where your person may be from. And just as a disclaimer, not all of these are going to resonate, since I do have a large viewership around the world. So please use your intuition to discern which one of these nationalities may apply to your person, all right? Let's see what the first one says. Oh. We've got Hungarian, okay? They may be Hungarian. That's pretty cool. Then we've got Scottish or Welsh. Wow, Scottish or Welsh. Interesting. So they may be British with an emphasis on Scotland or Wales, like the Celtic countries, or countries with who've had Celtic influence. That's the second hint. And we've got Argentinian. Argentinian, guys. That's your third hint. All right, South America with an emphasis on Argentina. So your person may have a combination of these nationalities or one of these nationalities, all right? Please trust your gut instinct, what it's telling you, or simply keep an open mind. If you enjoyed this reading, please like the video and let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, please check out the link in the description. That's going to lead you to my shop where I offer a lot of cool readings that may interest you. All right. With that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, go ahead. And if not, I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello there to everyone who chose suitcase number 15. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. All right. We've got your scrolls here, but first we're going to take a look at the cards and what they say. We've got the card of the solar flash. The archetype of the inventor, Aquarius. The archetype of the analyst, Virgo. And for their tarot cards, we've got the, why is it not focusing? The 8 of Cups, Pisces, the Star, another Aquarius, and the 7 of Cups in reverse, Scorpio. I believe your person is a bit of an oddball, a bit of a freak in the best sense. They are very unconventional. They have the curiosity of a child and have made it their mission to like contribute something to the world. So I think your person may be in science or in medicine, researching something, genuinely they might be coming up with a cure or something to diseases, or they might be working in their garage, putting things together very crafty kind of vibe.
They might live in a van or have a trailer or something like that.
I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of random jobs for this one. They could be a pharmacist. They could be an inventor, a researcher, a biologist. There's something about like biology or science, physics, chemistry that this person probably loves, okay? Or maybe they had that as their major. So that's one way you can recognize them. These cards go phenomenally well together, you see. They research, they try to discover something, analyze it very selflessly, like they're not doing it for themselves, they're doing it for humanity, okay? And so this person is probably very humble. I wouldn't say money is what matters to them. I would say they want a simple life. They would just like to do the things that they enjoy and be with people that they enjoy. Yeah, this person probably lives a more private life. And so if they were ever to become famous, it would probably not be because of who they are, but because of like what they discovered. Yeah, I'm getting like Marie Curie. This person is most likely incredibly smart. What I'm getting is that they may not have the healthiest work-life balance because they work so much, and don't get me wrong, they love to work because their work is their passion, but sometimes they neglect their own personal needs because of that, because they're so invested in what's going on in their projects and how they're progressing. They seem to just have an instinct to know what steps to take, what to do next. So I think they could be really good with conversation as well, with taking the lead in a conversation, always knowing what to say, being a very good talker, good to have philosophical discussions with, and scientific discussions. It somehow seems as though meeting you will propel both of your destinies forward because you're somehow able to help each other out. Like, you've got like a missing piece for them, and they've got like something that you really needed to also propel you forward in your purpose. So together you may have a combined purpose, and that's what makes this connection so incredibly meaningful. It has depth. Yeah. All right, now let us take a look at the most anticipated part of this reading. Where may they be from? And I'm just gonna put this out there. Not all of them are gonna resonate, since I do have a large viewership around the world, guys. So please use your intuition to discern what nationalities may apply to your person, all right? Or just keep an open mind. First, we've got Italian. This person may be Italian, from Italy, Sicily, or any parts of Italy, okay, for that matter. And then we've got Korean. Nope. They may be Korean. All right, guys. And finally, we've got Brazilian. So they may be Brazilian. All right. They may also, by extension, speak one of these languages: Italian, Korean, Portuguese, Brazilian, Portuguese. Maybe your person is made up of multiple of these nationalities or one. So yeah. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please like the video and let me know down below in the comments section what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, please check out the link in the description. That's going to lead you to my shop, where I offer a lot of readings that may interest you. And with that being said, if you're planning to choose another suitcase, go ahead, and otherwise, I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello there to everyone who chose Suitcase number 16. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's find out more about your person. Okay, we've got your scrolls. And first, we're gonna take a look at what the cards say. So we've got Neptune, the Hanged Man. Then we've got the archetype of the Sage, Capricorn. We've got the archetype of the Alchemist, Scorpio. And for their tarot cards, we've got the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius. Six of Swords, Aquarius. And Two of Coins, another Capricorn. Your person may be a bit older or older than you. And what I'm seeing here is that they've started a new life in a different country. I think the adversity only made them stronger, actually. Even though they had to leave behind a lot, I think this is someone incredibly hardworking. With the Six of Swords, I'm also thinking this could be someone that is constantly on the move, traveling to different countries, maybe lives in a lot of different countries for a short amount of time, because that's the energy of the Eight of Wands. And likely has a dual citizenship. There is definitely the element of air here in regards to your person. They regularly travel through the air, so they might work in aviation. I believe they could be a pilot or a flight attendant, someone who's used to being in the air and also going from country to country. So it's very likely that they've lived in all different kinds of places before, or they could be traveling around quite a bit. This may be a way that you guys meet for the first time when one of you is traveling to the other one's location at that time. It may be part of your destiny to travel together around the world with this person. There's a lot of emphasis on vehicle possession here, so I think they work in some type of vehicle. They operate inside a vehicle. I believe they are the ones to drive it. As I said, aviation is the most likely, or they likely also have their own car that they're really proud of, or they could be a race car driver. They could be putting themselves in a little bit of measurable danger each time that when they go to work. They could work for the military or even have overseas missions in the army. They could be a Navy SEAL. They likely have a newest car, or they're really proud to show off their car to you, know a lot about cars or about whatever vehicle they're really passionate about. Okay, whatever vehicle they also use for their work. And there's also something about the way that they dress that embodies elegance. Another thing is that they prefer fantasy worlds over the real world, or maybe they enjoy reading fantasy novels, watching series, TV shows that are not based in reality. They'd like to have someone here to move forward with, together on a journey, no matter where it goes, okay? I think then in that case, they would be very committed. So let us now get to the most anticipated part of the reading and find out where they may be from. Just as a disclaimer, I do have a large viewership from around the world, so not all of them are going to resonate. Please use your intuition to discern what nationalities may apply to your person, okay? Or simply keep an open mind. First, we've got global. Okay, so I did include a global card. This may be someone very well traveled or who does not really have a specific place around the world that they call home. This could be someone who lives through many different places throughout their life, so they're not actually sure what to call home. because there's different definitions of home for them. Maybe they are a global citizen. All right. Next up, we've got Malay. Okay, your person may be Malay. Okay. And finally, we've got Scandinavian and Nordic. So they could be from Norway, Finland, Sweden, maybe Denmark, okay? That area as well. All right, this was your reading, Suitcase number 16. If you like this style of reading, then please leave a like and let me know down below in the comments which number you chose and how it went. And if you'd like to receive a personal reading with me, please check out the description where you're going to find the link to my shop, and I offer a lot of interesting readings on there. So yeah, with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a second, and otherwise I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye.
Hello there, suitcase number 17. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. Alright. So we've got your scrolls here. But first we're going to take a look at the cards and see what they say. Ooh, we've got the Lovers, Gemini, archetype of the child, and the archetype of the firebrand. We've got Gemini, Leo, Aries. Then for their tarot cards, we've got the Seven of Coins, Taurus, the King of Coins, Capricorn, and the Devil, another Capricorn. My first impression is that this might be a childhood love or crush for a lot of you people, like the very first time you fell in love, or it could have been as a child. These cards just point to a very innocent love that begins in childhood or at a very young age. And then sometime might pass. For some of you guys, you genuinely may just remain with that lover. And for others of you, there may be some time in between and you potentially rediscover the connection, rekindle it at a later point. So someone that you used to know when you were very young comes back into your life when you're a bit older, and you fall in love all over again. I can hear this sentiment that no love is ever going to feel the same as a first love, and for a lot of you guys it could point to that person. We see here someone who genuinely has good intentions, made you feel good, made you feel safe, provided for you, and was really like passionate about life and kind of like show you how life is lived. When you're still very young, there's a lot of exploration involved and getting to know each other and the world. One person here doesn't know much about the world, and the other one shows them how it works, you know, and shows them how beautiful it can be. And it does look like at one point you guys are getting seriously together and commit to each other when you actually have the ability to settle down together. So this is definitely looking like a love match. I mean, it could be a parent-child relationship as well, I'm just saying, or simply a connection that started in childhood with two kids getting to know each other.
Maybe your older sibling.
And so this is definitely a connection that is going to be in your life for long periods of time, and you and your person actually watch each other grow. Like, this is something that happens over years, if not decades, okay? A connection that lasts for a very long time. Yeah, you guys are in it together and you're seeing basically the best and the worst sides of each other. In the Devil card, it also makes me think of the imagery in the Rider-Waite pack, where the two people are basically chained together. Yeah, makes me kind of think you guys were drawn together, whether you like it or not. So maybe there's some circumstances that really put you together, and you realize kind of that you belong together, and you're gonna go through the good and the bad together.
Yeah, it looks like family to me.
I do think maybe the older one, because here I'm seeing them being described as a provider, as someone who takes care of you. There's something about your person being insanely hot, or like either they live in a hot climate, I'm not sure, or they're considered attractive by a lot of people and might frequently get compliments on their appearance. Maybe this person also has a childlike appearance, or maybe this person has a child. I could definitely also just simply see this as a very down-to-earth individual who is hardworking, already has children, and provides for their kids. Okay, so if you're maybe looking for love, it could mean that this is someone who already has children from a previous marriage, from a previous relationship. Then maybe that child wasn't you, but it was their child, so that's another possibility. This is someone who likes to take things slow. Like, as I said, they're willing to be together with another person spanning years and decades. Like, they're in it for the real deal. Let us get to the most anticipated part of the reading. Where might they be from? So I'm about to read you the scrolls. Oh, one of them came off. Not all of them are most likely going to resonate. Keep in mind, I do have a large audience from around the world, so please use your intuition to discern which one of those nationalities may apply to your person, all right? So the first one says, Tamil or South Indian. Okay, they may be Tamil or from South India. Second one, it says Turkish, okay. A lot of T's, so they may be Turkish, your soulmate. And finally, this one says Kurdish. Oh wow, Turkish and Kurdish coming up together. That is really interesting. All right, Turkish, Kurdish, or South Indian. All right, maybe one of them applies to them, or a combination of multiple. Please trust your gut instinct, okay? Now, I want to say thank you guys for being here. If you enjoyed this type of reading, please leave a like and let me know down below in the comment section what number suitcase you picked and how it went. And if you'd like to receive a personal reading with me, please check out the link in the description. That's going to lead you to my shop, where I offer a lot of cool readings that may interest you. If you plan on picking another suitcase, see you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there to everyone who chose the suitcase number 18. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. So, let's start off with the cards. We've got Venus, the Empress. Then we've got the archetype of the Shaman, the archetype of the Rebel, Page of Swords in reverse for their tarot cards, Three of Swords, Four of Coins, and the Emperor. Alright, this is one of those instances where your group received 4 cards unintentionally, because I noticed that as I got to the last group, I had too few cards left. So you've got one too many. Alright, let's see. We've got Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, another Aquarius, another Libra, Capricorn, Aries. I see here someone very successful who's got the looks and the money. They are someone who is considered attractive by lots of people. And I see them as a bit of a leader who goes against the stream. Maybe there has been something in their upbringing where they did not have a lot of money and had to sort of survive by being very smart, making smart decisions. There was a lot of ideas in their upbringing that went against the nature of who they are, like how they wanted to live their life and express themselves. So I feel like they wanted to kind of break out of that predetermined fate and make something of themselves, move on their own terms. Once they were old enough, they wanted to just become the person that they've always wanted to be. So they did something to improve their looks, their charisma, worked hard on their achievements, went after what they wanted. There's something in them that felt like they were left behind, so they had to fend for themselves from a very early age. And so they always kind of had it in them. It wasn't a problem to be on their own. They have always had to rely on themselves. They had to earn their own money, and they've achieved a lot of personal success with that. When it comes to your connection, I believe that they are your ideal type. They are just what you're attracted to. And I believe it will be a very spiritual connection, a bit healing. Be careful. I think you guys might be bound to trauma dump at some point onto each other, but also like there's a genuine connection hiding there within that when it's explored, it is really, really strong. Some kind of pull you have towards each other. Maybe this is someone who doesn't necessarily believe in love, or who never like thought they would fall in love much, but they're like very focused on their career and everything. So I think when you guys meet, it'll be very nice, because there's gonna be just an attraction there, a kind of trust that allows there to be like a glimmer of hope, like, oh wow, like what if I am able to make it with this person? And for the first time you awaken something within them that maybe they didn't know they had, you know? Because I can see a lot of things in this person are repressed, and meeting you may genuinely be like flipping a switch, and all of a sudden like they realize how much potential there is for love in their life. So let us now get to the most anticipated part of the reading. Where is your person from? So I'm going to be reading you the scrolls of their potential nationality, and just keep in mind that I do have a large viewership, so not all of them are going to apply to your person. Okay, not all of them may resonate, so please use your intuition to discern which one of these may apply to your person. All right, first we've got Russian. They may be Russian. Next up we've got South African. They may be South African guys. And the third one is, it says Colombian. Okay. So your person may have a combination of these nationalities, or maybe one of them. By extension, maybe they could simply speak Russian, or they may be from the south of Africa. Okay. If it is not South Africa, it could be like other countries in that region. Okay. If you enjoy this style of reading, please leave a like and let me know down below what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, check out the description where you'll find my shop. I do offer a lot of cool readings on there which may interest you. So if you plan on choosing another suitcase, see you in a bit, and otherwise I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there to everyone who chose suitcase number 19. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. Okay. We've got your scrolls right here, but first let's take a look at the cards. We've got Taurus, the Hierophant, the archetype of the Servant, Virgo, the archetype of the Optimist, Sagittarius, and for their tarot cards we've got the Two of Wands, Aries, Temperance, Sagittarius, and the Four of Cups, Cancer. I believe this is someone with traditional values who honors a certain religion and its practices, customs, and traditions, and who does not mind waiting for the right person for marriage. Maybe this could be someone who chooses to remain chaste or celibate, whatever the word is, until they find their right match. And I am definitely getting a religious vibe from this person. Yeah, they surrender to their religion or to God, to whoever they believe in or whatever they believe in. Their religion or culture, it probably has an influence on how they dress as well. I imagine maybe this may be someone who dresses rather modestly or wears like a religious symbol that corresponds to their belief. I guess maybe your person finds joy or happiness in their religion. I think this is genuinely a very good person with good values. This is someone who makes you laugh. This is someone who instills hope in others. I see them doing something with their voice, speaking, and hearing them speak makes other people happy. There's really something about their voice. I think they have a very soothing voice that people, or especially you, love to hear and listen to. I think this person is very fair, just, would put others above themselves, and seems just overall very dedicated to whatever they're working on. I think they are a hard worker. They would sacrifice, their own free time for a greater good, for a community project. I think I find it interesting how the tarot cards tell a bit of a story, because I think this person knows exactly what they want. They have high ideals and expectations from their life, how they want to live it, also their partner, and so they don't mind at all waiting for the right person, even if it means nothing is coming along for a while. And they have rejected people because they did not find them to be a good match. Yeah, so I think this person has incredibly high standards, and if this is your romantic soulmate, whatever you have, they really like, if they really attracted to and respect a lot. I think the way I've been describing them so far may make them seem a bit rigid or off-putting, but that's not the case at all, because this is a very fun, loving person. You can always have a good laugh with them. They do enjoy seeing the world, traveling around. They may have done so quite a bit. I think this isn't someone who complains much. I think this is someone very graceful. I don't know why I'm getting the word grace, like maybe their name has to do something with grace or mean grace. if you are someone who has specific expectations of a partner and would like to follow certain traditions, then I would say this is a definite sign that your person most likely has that same view on life, like they follow similar traditions like you do, and are willing to live a very maybe specific path of life together with you, okay? So now let us get to the most anticipated part of this reading. Where are they from? I am going to read out the scrolls to you, but just as a disclaimer, not all of them may resonate. Please use your intuition to discern which one of these may apply to your person. So the first one, we've got French. They may be French. French person. Second of them, we've got Pakistani guys. Okay. And the third one is Jewish. Okay. Very interesting. Your person's nationality may be a combination of multiple of these, or maybe one of them. By extension, if they aren't this nationality, maybe they speak French, or they are, Jewish by religion, or from the area of near Pakistan, okay? So please, again, use your intuition and trust what it says. I would say whatever kind of culture or religion they have, they likely hold it in very high regard and want to live their life in accordance to it. But I'm assuming that if you're soulmates together, then you may just simply have a very similar set of values and beliefs that allows for a very harmonious living together, okay? If you enjoyed this type of reading, then do like the video and let me know down below what number suitcase you chose. If you'd like a personal reading with me, check out the description, alright? That's gonna lead you to my shop, where I do offer a lot of cool readings that may interest you. Now, with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, go ahead. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day and see you soon. Goodbye. Alright, hello there. Suitcase number 20. For those who chose it, welcome. Thanks for being here today, and let's take a look at who your person is. Okay. Oh my god, a lot of them have come off. So here's your scrolls that cannot wait to be opened, apparently. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the cards. Okay, so, this is the Twin Flames card. Interesting. The archetype of the Believer, Pisces. Archetype of the Humanitarian, Aquarius. Oof, okay. I see a ring here. Ace of Wands, Aries. Queen of Wands, Leo. And the Death card, Scorpio. I mean, to me that is looking like a lifelong commitment to one person, from marriage to death. I mean, you guys seem to have picked like maybe your other half, your divine counterpart, the person, the one person that you fully believe was meant for you, okay? And like, there's no question about that. This is a connection that transcends love. It just feels like you're together for a higher purpose. You may have a mission together on this earth. I can just feel that being with this person gives you meaning. And not just because of how much you love them, but you have a shared mission and purpose together on this earth. And you're following that together. And I feel like for that purpose to be accomplished, it takes both of you. It can't just be done by a single person. I believe it is the fitting together of you and them as if you were puzzle pieces that fully equalize each other and complete each other's strengths. Yeah, you've got the missing piece that they don't have, and vice versa. So I feel like by joining together, you become the ultimate power couple. So the first way that you can notice that it's them is that you don't have to question it. I mean, if you have to like think in your head, is this the right person for me? It's probably not your twin flame. Like, what's being shown to me here is that you're 100% convinced, like, you know it. Every fiber in your body believes that it makes sense for you to be together. I'm being a little dramatic here, aren't I? But it's true. When it comes to your person, I believe this is a very selfless person who, we see here the word volunteer, who is willing to do very honorable things without asking for anything in return. So maybe if you guys have done some voluntary work, maybe you meet them while you're both volunteering somewhere, or okay, there's the sound of a chopper outside. Let me wait until it passes. If not, then I think this person has definitely done some volunteer work before, okay? They care about improving humanity, and I believe like maybe you are cut from a similar cloth, if you can say that. So it does make sense that when you guys meet, you feel like there is a mission that you can accomplish together for the betterment of humanity, okay? So I think this is generally a very positive person, a very happy person. You can recognize them by their smile. They've got beautiful teeth, whether they look fully straight and sparkling white, or they may have something unique in their teeth, a tooth gap, or just something that, I don't know, makes them instantly recognizable. But they've got something about their teeth that you really, really find beautiful, or that makes them really unique and stand out, okay? In the most general sense, I would say this person is very similar to you, okay? So they may have a similar career, or if you have identified your life purpose, this person has a very similar one, because the quintessence of this reading is the fact that you guys have a shared path together, that you can walk together in this life. Not to sound cheesy, but I do believe this connection may be one where both of you are gonna mutually exclaim, wow, it was really fate that brought us together. Destiny, I really can't see any other way, because it seemed so unlikely that we found each other, and yet we did. I think there's a lot of originality in this connection. I think your person is such a trendsetter. They do what they're passionate about, and it reflects in the way that they dress, the way that they speak. I'm seeing a lot of fire and water in this connection. Yeah, we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, another Leo. And then we've got water, Scorpio, and Pisces. And we have also got Aquarius, which is not a water sign, but kind of resembles water. Maybe one of you could be a fire sign, the other one a water sign, or simply those are qualities present in the relationship. It can just symbolize the unifying of opposites. As I said, like, whatever you're lacking, those may be their greatest strengths, and vice versa. Just as an example, like, think if you guys start a business together, one of you may be really good working in the background, accounting, doing administrative work, and the other one may be the one in the foreground, okay? Like doing the presentation, being the face. Yeah, that's just an example. But no matter what shared project you've got going on, it seems deeply meaningful to the both of you, and you want to like extend that to the rest of the world as well. So yeah, What an interesting reading. Now, I can't wait to find out where your person may be from. So just as a disclaimer, I'm gonna reveal the nationalities to you. Not all of them are gonna resonate, since I do have a large viewership from around the world. So please use your intuition to discern which one of these may apply to your person. All right. First one, we've got Australian. Wow, they may be Australian, guys. Then we've got Bengali. He may be Bengali. Okay. And third is Gujarati, Marathi, or Western Indian. Okay, or from Western India. I hope I pronounced that right. Apologies if not. So your person may be from Western India, and these are, I think, the two groups that are very prevalent there. So they may be Gujarati or Marathi from Western India. Okay, they could be Australian. They could be Australian, guys. They could be Bengali. They could be a combination of those nationalities, or have something to do with those countries, yeah. Alright, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this style of reading, and if you did, please leave a like. That would mean a lot, as this was a lot of work. And do let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, I'm going to leave the link to that in the description as well, so please check it out. There's a lot of cool readings that I offer. With that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a bit, and otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, suitcase number 21. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, and let's find out more about your person. Okay. We've got your scrolls right here, but first we're gonna take a look at the cards. Alright, we've got the card of Leo, the Sun, the archetype of the Builder, Capricorn, the archetype of the Artist, Libra, the Ten of Cups, Pisces. Yeah, here is another card. So you are one of the groups that received too many cards, because I noticed that as I got to assigning cards for the last suitcase, there weren't nearly enough. So you're one of the ones with an extra card. Judgment, another Libra, High Priestess, Scorpio, and the Empress in reverse, Taurus. The connection overall with them appears to me as very beautiful. You can see here it says there's a storybook ending, the Ten of Cups, so it feels like the ultimate fulfillment. It feels like waiting really pays off in your case, because maybe you're someone with very high standards and you've been in connections before but weren't really able to be 100% sure if that's your person. Well, I feel like with this person, you're not going to have to ask many questions. Like, you're just going to know this is the one. Like, they've got everything I like. And being with this person deeply inspires you with purpose. It installs a sense of purpose within you. And I believe they are truly a very happy soul who has so much vitality, and this is someone who enjoys being outside in nature, smelling the fresh air or the scent of beautiful flowers that they discover while walking in the forest. And they are also an artist. Maybe they may be a dancer or a ballet dancer, as we can see here. They've got the work ethic and the creativity to make up for a beautiful whole. They work very, very hard. They spend a lot of hours on their practice to master their craft. So whatever kind of art they put out, it needs a lot of work and a lot of focused hard work and steady determination. Once like they're done, they show it off and it's something to be incredibly proud of as an art form. Okay, I feel like their art form gives them a great sense of purpose, and they are quite successful with it. So they probably have like a social media account showcasing their talent, as opposed to just a personal account. Like, I don't know, if they're on social media, like they probably have an account for their passion, right? And they make deeply personal work as well. It's like they are able to channel something from the subconscious or maybe the collective unconscious and decide to express that within their art form. They could be someone who builds, creates something, puts something together in a very personal or specific way. They could be very crafty as a result, and very flexible, very elegant. They have an eye for beauty, so it reflects in the way that they dress and the way that they present themselves. I don't know, maybe they've been featured on the cover of a magazine before, or have had a photo shoot done and have had that featured somewhere before. Maybe for some of you, this person may work in construction, or at one point has worked in construction before they went on to pursue their art. There might also be something really comforting to you about the way that they hug you and touch you, because I do see a lot of characters here touching each other. So maybe they have a physical touch as their love language, and I believe they are yet childless but want to have children at some point. Empress in reverse here. Or they may actually struggle having children, like maybe there may be some issues in being able to conceive them or raise them. It's like maybe the timing wasn't right, or the circumstances, or obviously they haven't found the person yet. So I just think being with them is just gonna feel so right. It adds to your life as it does to theirs, and it's going to give you purpose, because I guess you have very similar goals that align very well together, and your lifestyles also suit each other very well. There is an element here of choice. I am hearing someone say, I choose you, although I could have so many other people. You're my choice. This person has it all: success, they're attractive, confident, so they could have anyone they wanted to, but the point is they choose you. And you're probably in a similar boat. I mean, I'm guessing you're not unattractive yourself. You've got something going on in your life. You could have a lot of people if you wanted to, but you choose them, and this is the key. So these are two people who make the choice to be with each other, have good intentions together, and create a family together, yeah? So let us get to the most anticipated part of the reading. Where might they be from? So I'm about to read you the nationalities. Keep in mind, not all of them are likely going to resonate. So use your intuition to discern which one may be meant for your person. First one is Persian. Okay, they may be Persian. And next we've got Chinese. They may be Chinese. And the third one is they may be South American or Latin American. Okay, guys. South American, Chinese, Persian. Maybe they're made up of a combination of multiple of these, or maybe one of them applies to them. So simply keep an open mind, guys. All right. If you enjoy this style of reading, please do like the video. It was a lot of work, and let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, check out the link in the description. It's going to lead you to my shop where I offer a lot of cool readings that may interest you. So with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, go ahead, see you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. These are starting to disintegrate. That does not look good anymore. Oh no, what is going on here? Okay. 22 we are at. Alright. Why does 22 not look presentable? So that's better. Hello there, suitcase number 22. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, and let's take a look at your person. So we've got your scrolls here, but first we're going to take a look at the cards. Alright, we've got Pluto, Judgment, the archetype of the healer, Virgo, the archetype of the gypsy, Sagittarius. We've got, for the tarot cards, the Hermit, the Three of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So these are another Virgo, an Aries, and an Aquarius. I see someone spiritual who continuously looks for meaning in all things, and multiple of these cards highlight an element of unconventionality, like they are a bit unique, yeah, with the way that they live their life. This is someone with ambitions, someone who goes after their dreams and makes them happen. Well, I guess it's a bit funny because I think you guys manifest each other into your lives. Like, they'll probably have a specific list of qualities in someone that they're looking for, which just happen to describe you to a T. And in the same way, like maybe you've got a specific set of expectations from how you'd like your partner to be, and they happen to match this person. Multiple of these cards describe someone that is very original and someone who lives by their own terms. There's like a interesting contradiction here because we can see here they may be a bit individualistic in the way that they present themselves, but also kind of give up aspects of their life to serve others, to heal others. I think they may be a natural healer. They could be a mental healer, a physical healer, an energy healer. They could be a doctor. They could be a massage therapist. It could come in so many ways, actually, or they could be practicing Reiki. It is sort of their calling to make others feel a bit better, so to ease their stress. So I think they have a very comforting presence that people love to be around and also inspired by. I also do want to mention that there is just an element of like unconventionality in this relationship. So the opposite of a traditional relationship, it could be something new, another concept that you're trying out. I think quintessentially this person rejects traditional roles or like a nuclear family type. They want something maybe more modern or something that better reflects who they are. I feel like maybe this person felt a bit lost before in their previous life until they had some sort of an awakening or realization about maybe the direction that they want to move in their life, and also who they are as a person, what they want to represent in this world. And so that may be why they reject all of the traditional maybe gender roles or something like that. This is someone who enjoys being outdoors, who likes to be in nature, connect to the elements. They've got a really artistic home, so if you ever go to their place, you're gonna notice like it looks very cozy and probably has a lot of stuff in it that they've collected, maybe as part of a passion. And I see colors, you know, it's not a boring everyday home, but this is a like ultra personalized place that they're living in, or maybe that they want to create together with you, because they likely have traveled a lot of places in their life. There's maybe different souvenirs that they've have from different countries, or also clothes that they like to wear. I think they've lived in many places throughout their life. Maybe they've had a family that was constantly moving around, so it could be hard to pinpoint exactly where they're from. Let us now get to the most anticipated part of the reading and find out where they may be from. And just as a disclaimer, not all of the scrolls are going to resonate, so please use your intuition to discern which ones may be meant for your person, okay? All right, the first one, it says Puerto Rican, so they could be Puerto Rican. Then we've got Sri Lankan, they could be Sri Lankan. Island countries, no, they're not island, are they? Is Sri Lanka an island? I'm actually not entirely sure. I think it is an island. Yeah. And the last one, it says, wow, New Zealander, another island country, New Zealander. Okay, they could be New Zealand, from New Zealand, Puerto Rico, Sri Lanka, maybe a combination of multiple of these, or one of them that may apply to them. Maybe they could also be Romani, of Romani origin. Just thinking of like possibilities here. I find it interesting that all three of them are islands. So maybe they come from an island, but have also moved somewhere different. That could be the case. Or maybe they moved to an island. So 22 seems to be the island group. All right, guys. If you enjoy this type of reading, do leave a like. I would really appreciate that. And let me know down below what number suitcase you chose and how it went for you, all right? If you'd like a personal reading with me, check out the link in the description. It's going to lead you to my shop. I do offer a lot of different readings there. All right, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, go ahead. See you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. Hello there to those of you who chose suitcase number 23. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here, and let's take a look at your person. Okay. So we've got your scrolls here. One of them cannot wait to be opened, but before we do that, we're gonna take a look at the cards. So first we've got, wait a minute, something's not in order here. Okay. All right, we've got Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, the archetype of the Hermit, Capricorn, the archetype of the King or the Queen, Leo. And then we've got the King of Swords in reverse, Libra. The Ace of Swords, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And so many like courts here. King of Wands as well. Okay. Aries, natural born leader. So, as you can see, I mean, this is someone who is a master of their profession. As the King of Wands here says, your person is a natural born leader who has dedicated already a big amount of time to his craft, because I think for your person it wouldn't make sense to just follow along with others. So either they, by profession, they are some sort of a leader Okay, they lead their group, or maybe they work for themselves and help others as well. I believe this person could be a bit older and act as a guide for others. A guide that helps others to figure out how to think, to make smart decisions, and be confident. Because I can see like your person has got a good healthy sense of confidence and charisma, and they like to use that to also help others expand theirs. Your person teaches others how to think smart, make logical decisions, how to become more confident. So people consult them to get maybe the best strategy, okay, and how to proceed with a certain issue. They have these periods of solitude that they need for themselves to really like rearrange all their thoughts. So although this person may be someone very social, they also do not have unlimited social battery. Like they really need time to recharge, and then they like to like read about what they're interested in. Likely this person has been looking for you. Okay, I can see that there's like the Wheel of Fortune here, good karma, and that is going to bring you together, yeah, at the right time, at the right place. So I think this could get a little spicy here, but like I think at some point you might be interacting with them in like business purposes until at some point a connection really develops between the two of you, like something romantic, because you've got a lot of qualities that connects the two of you. You find out you're pretty similar in a lot of your beliefs and have similar hobbies, things like that, interests. And also for some of you, yeah, this could be a teacher, and they're not meant to be like your partner in the romantic sense, but it could be that they're simply like a big inspiration to you, since we have got all that leadership, all that mentorship quality here. So it could simply be that you also found this person like at the right time, when you were maybe feeling down, and then they came up and really like gave you a lesson. So it may be a spiritual leader or simply a public figure that really helped you through a rough time. That this could be the case as well. It could be a fictional character, but yeah, I think maybe we should check out these scrolls to see where they might be from. And just as a disclaimer, not all of them are going to resonate. Please use your intuition to discern which one of these may apply to your person. All right. So the first one that we've got is Thai. It might be Thai, from Thailand. The second one, they may be Central African. So that's Congolese, or from Gabon, Chad, any other countries from like the middle of Africa. And finally, we've got Southern USA. Okay, so they might be from the South, Florida, Texas, and everything in between, basically all the states, Alabama, Oklahoma, maybe Louisiana, or like the Atlantic side, yeah, the Carolinas, Georgia, or even Virginia, Kentucky. You get it, right? So they could be from the south of the US, they could be Central African, they could be Thai, yeah. All right, those are the locations. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this type of reading, please like the video. That'll really help me out. And do let me know down below in the comments what number suitcase you chose and how it went. So if you'd like a personal reading with me, also check out the description. I do offer a lot of cool readings. So with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, see you in a bit. And otherwise, I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello there to everyone who chose suitcase number 24. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's take a look at your person. Alright, I remember you are the unfortunate recipient of only 2 scrolls. I don't know how that happened. I did make sure when I was creating the scrolls that there would be exactly 3 for each suitcase, but it appears that one of them got lost. I also did not find an extra scroll in any of the other suitcases. We're gonna do the following. If I'm able to remember what the missing scroll said, based on a process of elimination of what the other ones were that already came up, then I'll rewrite it for you guys and also include it here. First, we're going to check out what the cards say. All right, we've got Mars, the Tower, the archetype of the Martyr, Pisces, the archetype of the Builder, Taurus. Then we've got the Queen of Coins, another Taurus. No way, another Tower, a second Tower card, double Tower, alright. Aries and Virgo, that is.
It's Scorpio.
And then we've got the 7 of Wands. Wow. I believe on first glance that this may be a soulmate that you've gotta fight for each other a little bit because the circumstances may be a bit difficult. I think the connection overall is going to be great. You're going to have such a deep understanding of each other, such a mutual respect, and truly get along very well. On the other hand, there seemed to be something circumstantial that tries to make it harder for the both of you to get together. So that could be distance, or it could be the fact that maybe one of your families does not agree. There seems to be a bit of an obstacle here in you guys being together. But this card right here, the 7 of Wands, it also has the subtitle that says worth fighting for. They give me very, very masculine energy. They're not afraid to get things done. Oh, yes. It seems like my cat had something to say. I think in their profession, they do something very physical labor. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting that they work with fire. So they might be a welder or a firefighter or something like that that involves fire. This is someone who likes to help others, so firefighter would make sense. Sacrificial, as this card says. There is a lot of desire for having this person. It maybe feels like you shouldn't be with them because all the logic and all the circumstances say no, but you still have this desire inside to just want to be with them. Like, I'm drawn to them even when everything around me says I shouldn't be. Them coming into your life kind of really shakes it up because you may have thought you were going in one direction, but when this person comes in, it feels like you're having a wake-up call of how you'd like your life to look like. They kind of make you realize a lot of things about your life when they come in. And they have this like intense energy. When you look at them, like you just feel something and maybe your knees get weak. This is a fighter. They'll fight for what's important to them. They'll fight for you. And this person kind of like says, screw it all. I want you. I want to make this work with you. I think they are likely very broad in stature. The hair seems to be on the shorter side. I mean, if this is a man especially. With the 2 towers here, I feel like this person may also be very, very tall. I'm having an imagery of like a bodyguard, like a bouncer, okay, something like that. Someone who is a protector, someone who people may walk around because they are intimidated by this person. It could be someone tall in stature, okay? This person has got a very good career. I think they come from a good background and are usually very successful, you know, with what they do. And success to them is not all about money. It's also about helping others and doing something for the community. So it could be a very masculine male or a woman who gets the job done, okay? This person knows what they want, they go after it. That's like the formula to their success. They don't quit. They are persistent with their action, with their efforts. They will make sure that like you're comfortable and feel good above all else. They want you to, like, especially if this is a man, this is like someone who wants to treat you like a queen or like a princess. This person is in it for the long run, and I think they realize pretty soon that you're the one that they want, so they'll try everything to show you that. Alright, let us now get to the most anticipated part of this reading. Where might they be from? So I'm about to read you the 2 scrolls, and keep in mind not all of them may resonate. Please use your intuition to discern which one of them may be meant for you. So the first one we've got, Benelux. So that's Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg area. Okay, these countries. And for the second one, we have got Polish. Wow. And guys, I think I'm pretty sure now which one is the one that was missing, that was not represented in any of the piles, because I was keeping track mentally. I'll write it again for you and add it to this pile. Here is the missing scroll. Are you ready to hear what it says? Alright, your person, they could be Punjabi or else North Indian, alright? Yes, I did keep track of which ones already came up, and for some reason the Punjabis got missing. So here it is again. I wrote it again for you. I don't know if that necessarily means it will apply to this pile, but since it had one less, I thought why not include it here than not at all. So trust your intuition, guys, okay, above all anything. This was it, and you are my final suitcase, so I'm done. And it was incredibly fun for me to film all of this. I hope that you enjoyed this style of reading. I try my best to be very creative. I thought, how can I top my previous videos? And so this happened. So let me know what you thought. If you enjoy this style of reading, do leave a like, and let me know down below in the comments section what number suitcase you chose and how it went. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, please check out the link in the description. It's gonna lead you to my shop, and I do offer a lot of cool readings there that may interest you. Alright, now with that being said, if you plan on choosing another suitcase, then see you in a bit. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.